this ancient epic. It's about exile, an impossible war, and then literally a path of light that guides a king home.
Exactly. I mean, imagine fighting the most grueling battle of your life against completely impossible odds.
Uh-huh.
And you actually win, right? You're exhausted. You're packing up to head home for this, well-deserved victory lap. And then, bam, you hit a wall.
But it's not like an enemy army, right?
No, it's just this totally unexpected, completely blinding obstacle right at the finish line.
Okay, let's unpack this a bit for you listening.
All right.
Because we're talking about Lord Rama's 14-year banishment from Ayodhya.
Yeah, losing his kingdom entirely.
Losing the kingdom, and then, the tragic kidnapping of his wife Sita by this 10-headed demon king, Ravana.
Which really sets up this massive, seemingly insurmountable conflict.
Totally. I mean, Rama's counterattack is like the ultimate underdog fantasy quest. He teams up with his brother Lakshmana.
Right.
And this entire army of Vanara is these monkeys, and they literally build a physical bridge across the ocean to Lanka.
Which is just a monumental feat of engineering and sheer willpower.
Yeah.
And that willpower, it culminates in the defeat of Ravana.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
You get this brutal, incredibly high-stakes battle. And for anyone listening, this specific victory is actually what we now call Dussehra. It's the triumph of ultimate good over ultimate evil.
Right. The classic hero's victory.
Exactly. But, what's fascinating here is that the climax of the violence isn't actually the climax of the story.
Wait, what do you mean?
Well, the narrative naturally shifts, right? From the battlefield to the journey home. But Rama, Sita, and Lakshmana are traveling on Amavasya.
Which is the new moon night.
Right. So it's pitch black. I mean, absolutely no stars, no moon to guide them back to Ayodhya. Nature itself becomes this startling new conflict.
Okay, here's where it gets really interesting in the text. Because they're basically stuck in the dark. But the community back home, they love the prince so much, they come up with a solution.
And it's such a brilliant community effort.
Yeah, every single person in Ayodhya lights a diya, a small oil lamp right outside their home.
Just thousands and thousands of them.
Right, and the glow was so brilliant, the text says it could be seen from the sky. It created this glowing runway straight to the throne. So, what does this all mean for us?
Well, if we connect this to the bigger picture, it perfectly illustrates something vital. We often focus on the fact that armies win wars, right?
Absolutely.
Rama needed that fierce army to defeat a 10-headed demon. But it's the collective, small actions of ordinary people that truly dispel the darkness.
Whoa, I love that.
Yeah, just lighting little clay lamps. It means overcoming massive obstacles doesn't always require overwhelming force.
It's just massive, synchronized microactions.
Precisely.
That is just, wow. It really shifts the perspective. It took this fierce military force to win the war, but it was the simple, everyday citizens who ultimately conquered the darkness of nature and brought their king home.
Exactly. The king may save the kingdom, but the kingdom has to guide the king home.
Which leaves you with an interesting thread to pull on as we wrap up. The dramatic heroes go back to being ordinary administrators.
Right.
And the citizens go back to living their everyday lives. And it makes you wonder, is it harder to slay a 10-headed demon or to just keep the lights on the morning after?